Today we're focused on homes that people can afford. It seems like it should be a human right, to be able to have a roof over your head, but it's getting harder and harder to buy a house and to even rent a house. Uh, I know I'm a renter, my rent costs me as much as a mortgage would, but based on my salary, I won't qualify for a mortgage any longer. So, what am I supposed to do? And in renting, we have corporate entities buying up houses and just creating slums. Like, we need to do something about that. Today, Jugmeat heard from a renter named Aaron in Montreal. Aaron lived in a building that was owned by a company called Brookfield. Now, Mark Carney was its chair. She reported many things, many concerns, safety concerns, low response time when issues arise. They're kicking people out of their apartments and turning them into condos. Well, that has to stop. It seriously has to stop. When it comes to owning a house, today you can't afford a house. It's crazy. The house prices are crazy. In Silver Springs, where I live, since October 17th of 2024 and February 17th of 2025, the average sale price of a house here in Silver Springs was $735,250. A condo, $383,000. And the highest sales price was $925,000. I can tell you right now, the house I'm renting is over $1 million. There is no possible way I could ever afford this on my salary. So what needs to happen? I need to make more money. And I've been told that I don't deserve more money based on the work I do because I'm an unskilled worker. So we'll say the average price of the house is $735. So we put that in here to our little calculator. If we go, I was looking on here, and the best mortgage rate we can find is a 2-year fixed mortgage at 4.29%. It'd be a monthly payment, which nowadays, it's monthly payment. Sometimes you do it every 2 weeks. And then we got amortized over 25 years, and look at that. Payments are almost $4,000 a month. So my question is, if you make, and that's the next thing, if you make, as a single person and you live in your own house, if you make $62,000, which has a letter carrier, that's how much you make after 11 years. Your mortgage payments are $3,800 a month. And we'll say the heating is $450, which is what's going on nowadays. And the property taxes, well, they change all the time. And I'm going with $200, and I think that's quite low. This doesn't include food. This doesn't include gas. This doesn't include car payments. This doesn't include insurance. It doesn't include any of those things, all right? So guess what? Look at that little chart there. If you're a single person, there's no possible way. 86% of your gross service, just with those numbers, you'll never be able to afford. Now, throw on someone else who say makes about the same amount as you. So we'll say $112,000. That should make sense. Yeah, $112,000. Same prices, same monthly payment, and look at that. You won't make it because it's 48% of your debt service ratio, which of course, it's even worse. So here's the question. Who can afford houses now? Only the rich. Only those who already have the money. And some of those people are buying 1 or 2 houses, renting them out, and never fixing them. Yes, I have lots of friends that are homeowners and are landlords, and they don't do terrible things, but some do. That needs to change.
One of our proposals is this land right here, the Peel Basin, is land that should be used for fighting the housing crisis, should be used to invest in affordable housing for people. Hey, come here. I gotta show you something. Come on. See this right here? I was here 4 years ago. Now, I had a little less gray in the beard and a little snow on the ground. But 4 years ago, I put forward my plan to use federal land to build homes you could afford. There could have been 2,000 affordable homes here in this very spot. But the Liberal plan is to sell federal land to rich developers and rich builders so they can make lots of money and build mostly homes you can't afford. Pierre Poilievre's plan is to sell off federal land to rich developers like Mark Carney's former company so they can make lots of money, and again, homes that you can't afford. That's the difference. We want to build homes that you can afford. I'm in it for you. I'm not in it for the billionaires. I'm not in it for massive corporate landlords. I'm in it to build homes that you and your family can actually afford, and we can do that.
So let's put that plan into action. On April 28th, when you go to that ballot box, put an X beside your federal NDP candidate because we're in it for you.
I think on my life and where I've come from, oh, what I believe and who's coming with me.